It's often said that the vegan versions of things are not as good as the non-vegan version, except I'm here to tell you that my vegan mac and cheese, this, which I've already eaten half of by the way, is better than the non-vegan version. Completely dairy-free, super duper easy to make, and guys, watch to the end of the video so you can see how packed full of flavor this is. The reaction, it's truth. It's the truth. It's so good. I want to show you how to make this right now, so let's get stuck into the recipe. All right, let's begin with the pasta. So right in front of me, all of this steam coming out, I've got some boiling water. We are going to salt this very generously. Then you're going to add your pasta. So I'm using macaroni elbow shaped pasta, but you can use pretty much any similar sized pasta that you like. All right, so once this is cooked and you've drained it, pop it back into your pot, and we are gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top, and this is just gonna help it stop from sticking together. We're gonna mix this together, and we are gonna set this aside and move on to the super duper easy vegan cheese sauce. This vegan sauce is so easy to make and really, really delicious. Now, just a note, you may be wondering, does it actually taste cheesy? It does taste cheesy, but it's not going to taste like using actual cheese, but it's still really, really delicious. So we're going to begin with the pumpkin. Now, this pumpkin is one that I roasted last night and let it cool down. I just roasted it in the oven for about an hour, slow roasted it. You can use canned pumpkin if you like, but I opted in for just making my own. Now, the other thing is that if you're roasting your own pumpkin, for the last 8 minutes of roasting it, you want to roast some garlic. So you just add a couple cloves. You don't need to peel it. Once it's finished baking, let it cool down and it will peel really easily. We're going to throw our pumpkin in here along with our peeled and roasted garlic. We're going to be adding some arrowroot starch, and that's going to help thicken our sauce. I'm going to be using some almond milk, so we're just going to pour that in there. A good sprinkle of salt. Now I'm going to be adding some sage in here. This is from my garden. This year I planted a herb garden, and what I've done with this sage is I've just popped it on a fry pan with a tiny little bit of oil and fried it until it was aromatic and I could smell it. And that's just going to help bring out the oils and the flavors from the sage. Next, we're going to add some nutritional yeast. If you've never had nutritional yeast before, it is so delicious. I'm not actually vegan, but I love sprinkling it on stuff like popcorn. It has this really strong cheesy flavor, so that's going to add some cheesy flavor to our cheese sauce. I am also going to be adding some vegan Parmesan cheese. I found this in my local supermarket. If you can't find this, you can probably buy it online. The same brand that I'm using also makes mozzarella cheese as well. I've left the notes of where I buy mine and what brand it is in the recipe. And we're going to pop that mozzarella in there as well. Let's add some freshly grated nutmeg, about a 1/4 teaspoon. And about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, these are just gonna add some like warmth, like flavors. It's really delicious, trust me. And lastly, we're gonna add some red pepper flakes. I'm not a fan of spicy foods, so I typically don't use red pepper flakes or chili or anything like that. But this doesn't actually make this hot or spicy. It just actually adds a little bit of heat. So I guess it does make it hot, but just a little bit. Now, everything is in there. We're ready to blitz this until it's nice and smooth. All right, so this looks kind of gross right now, but it's nice and smooth. Now that we've made our sauce, the next step is actually cooking it, because we've added that cornstarch in there. We want to heat it up so that it thickens and all of that cheese melts as well. Hey, I'm just checking in while I'm munching on my delicious vegan mac and cheese, which I know I haven't finished showing you how to make yet, but if you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button because it actually helps grow this channel. And if you're new to this channel and you're watching for the first time, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon so that you're notified when my new videos go up, because I've got lots of really yummy videos like this one coming soon. Let's get back to making the rest of this. All right, so I've got my fry pan here, which has been heating, and we're just gonna pour the sauce into the fry pan. Right now, it looks kind of gross, guys, but trust me, it'll smoothen out. It smells so good. We're going to whisk this until everything is melted and nice and smooth and delicious. Now, if at any point you feel like this is too thick, you can just add a little bit of milk. You can even do that after you've added the pasta as well, just to get it to the consistency that you like. All right, so we've had this on the stove for about 10 minutes. It's thickened. The last thing we want to do is add our pasta. So we're literally just gonna pour it all in there. And we are going to fold this through the sauce. I am so excited to have some of this. By the way, this is really good for freezing. So you can actually freeze this and reheat it. If you want to take this a step further, you can sprinkle it with some more toasted sage, or even pine nuts would be nice. You could even add some more vegan cheese and add it under the grill and make it nice and golden on top. It's really up to you. I don't know about you guys, but this looks exactly the same as mac and cheese. Let's do a taste test. You know what? I'm just gonna taste it straight out of the pan because I'm not serving this to anyone and I'm probably gonna eat the entire thing anyway. Whoa. I'm melting. That is so delicious. I don't even know how to describe what's happening in my mouth right now. This tastes phenomenal, guys. You have to try this recipe. Even if you're not vegan, try this recipe. It is so delicious. It's probably more delicious than regular mac and cheese, and it won't make you feel gross after you've eaten it, especially if you're lactose. Try this recipe. It's on my website, thescranline.com. Go check it out, make it, tag me on social media. You will thank me a million times. I will see you guys on the next episode of The Scranline. Thank you so much for supporting the savory recipes so far. More recipes over there. Go check them out. If you want to see more recipes, you can see them on thescranline.com. New recipes are going up every day on the website. Go check them out. I'm going to actually eat all of this, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye. TVs.